Hey guys, it's Jody from Jody's Touch of Style, and I wanted to join and tell everyone about these last two fashion boxes I've gotten. I've ordered two more since my first experience, and I really think it's one of the smartest things I've done lately. One, because my second box was all about things I needed for our Caribbean cruise, and we were going on a Southern Caribbean cruise the right around, well, we left around Christmas and it was over New Year's. And I was starting to put some outfits together, think about what I wanted to take, also keeping in mind what I wanted to do for the blog, what kind of posts. And so did I have the outfits for that? And I was realizing that, I just wanted a couple other pieces. I wanted some kimonos. I wanted something I could use as a dress, but then that would work as a cover up for a bathing suit too. So it would be very versatile. And this is not the time to go shopping for those kind of items. Even here in Arizona, winter things are at the stores. And so I reached out to Fashom. I requested from my stylist, Elena, I would love some things for our cruise. And I was very specific in that I wanted some kimonos, but I already had blue ones and I had a green one. And so, could she send me something else? And she just knocked it out of the park. I purchased all 5 things and took them on the cruise, and they were wonderful. And let me show you a couple of them and why I love them so much. One is this tank top shirt, and it's nice and long, but not super long. It's very lightweight. I can't really tell, but it's a little sheer. I wore a tank top under it when I wore it as a top. But I got creative with it, and you can see it on my Instagram, J Touch of Style, is that it's basically a rectangle. And so what I did is, this is the neckline right here, and I pulled it up all the way to the bottom and then put it over my head. And so it's basically a scarf. What I did is I took the ends, which are not working right now, and tied them together and put them in the back. And then I wore it as a scarf around the ship because it would get chilly in the restaurants and some of the places that were air conditioned. So this was truly a versatile item, both as a top and as a scarf. Then Elena sent me this tropical open shoulder shirt, which is just perfect. Now, I apologize that it's so wrinkled. I still haven't done all my laundry from getting back from the cruise. So I pulled this out of the dirty clothes basket, but it was absolutely perfect. I wore it on one of our excursions out and about. And what I really loved is, these are things that you don't just find at the stores. I could go to the mall, but I'm not going to find something just like this. And I like being more unique. I don't like having the same thing that everyone else does. And one of the things that I really liked about this is all the ruffles that cascade down the side. And it just added a little interest to my outfit. Then, like I said, I requested some kimonos. Elena sent me this pink print kimono, which is just absolutely great. It's great for my complexion because I'm very pale. And so this is a nice light color, and it has so many pretty colors with it. I wore it for dinner many nights. I wore it with a red skirt one night. That'll be up on the blog sometime later this week. And then I wore it on excursions too, because it's so lightweight, it's very sheer. It acts a little bit like my sunscreen. And I don't know about you, but I tend to get burned, and I put on sunscreen, but you know how you miss spots. So I always like having, something lightweight that's covering me so I don't have to worry about sunscreen everywhere. Thank you, Candy. And then this is the dress that I requested that could be a dress, and it is. It's long enough to be a dress, and it even has a slip in it, so it's not see-through. But I could easily throw this on as a bathing suit cover up when we went to the pool. And I just love the embroidery. I'm a big fan of embroidery right now. And I love the stripes. It's like two for the price of one. So this was just an absolute keeper. And then my last kimono is this one. And it's long. And at first I thought it'd be overpowering on me. I wasn't sure I was going to keep this until I tried it on. And I think that is definitely the key. I mean, of course, when you get these items, you're going to try them on, but I think it's good to try them on with different things. But I was really nicely surprised because the front of this is much shorter than the back of it. I mean, Elena just has really figured things out for me. And it's a joy because, I mean, I like shopping too, but it's always nice when someone does a lot of the thinking and work for you. So those were the 5 things that I had asked for our cruise, that I had said, hey, I need some cruise things. And so it's funny because we were on our cruise, and of course you get the emails, and they were showing a blog and showing a jumpsuit. And I just love jumpsuits. And I don't wear them a lot, but I can just see how functional they are. It's like a dress, one and done. You put it on, you don't have to figure out all kinds of things to go with it. So I saw this beautiful burgundy jumpsuit. My mom has a burgundy, or not my mom, my stepmom has a burgundy one. And I've always kind of, ooh, I love that, wanted one like that. So when I saw this jumpsuit, where's my jumpsuit? I thought, you know what, I need to request another box when we get home from the cruise. And so I did. And I told Elena, I want that jumpsuit. And she was very good. She let me choose it as one of my pieces, but she did say, this is going to be too long on you. And that's something you can't tell when you look at the photos. But here it's so nice to have someone who knows your measurements and who is looking at the piece and realizing, hey, just so you know, this is going to be too long for you. And so I ordered it anyway, and I tried it on, and this is the burgundy jumpsuit, and she's right, of course, it is too long. And I can alter things. So, I tried it on. I love how it's really slim right through here, so it looks great. And I almost kept it. And then I decided at the last minute, I'm going to send it back because I just haven't had time to alter things that much. And so Elena was right. And it made me realize that I need to let her, when I'm doing a fashion box, I need to let her give me the things that she thinks is going to work better instead of trying to always think I know better and request things, because she was right. And, if I had more time, I would have shortened it, and it would have been gorgeous. I think the other factor with that jumpsuit, and I don't know about you guys, but it's always harder when your jumpsuit has a back zipper. I wish the manufacturers would either put one on the side or put one in the front, because, you're obviously going to have to take it down to go to the bathroom. And it's just harder when it's in the back. I mean, you can make it work, or you can have a friend help you, but it's just something that I think about now with all the experience that I've had getting dressed. So let me show you what was in my the other things in my recent fashion box. And Elena sent me this dress, and it has cherries on it. Now, I was actually I was looking for things with hearts. And the nice thing is she said, I couldn't find you heart things, but here's cherries. And I was looking at it for Valentine's Day. And so cherries are red. I thought that was perfect. And this is just such a nice style. It's got a basically fit and flares out at the bottom. And so it's easy to sit in if that's ever a concern for you. Like when I'm sitting and talking with people, it's nice to have a bigger skirt so it covers more. You don't feel like you're exposing yourself. And then I like, this has a cute collar. It's short sleeves, so I am going to be able to wear it in the summer. But here in Arizona, I can also wear it in the winter just put a topper over it, a cardigan, or I could even layer under it. So this was definitely a winner. So I kept that dress. Then, oh, this sweater. I At first Elena sent me a darker sweater. I think it was black, and I have been very, very hard. I've been very, what's the word? I've been trying very hard to stay away from colors that don't look good on me. Um, Being pale, I tend to look better in lighter and some brighter colors, not black. Black tends to be too harsh. And that's the case for a lot of us as we get older. We lose a lot of coloring in our face when our hair goes gray. And so I've been trying to stick to colors that look better. So she had sent me a dark, I think it was black sweater. And I responded back, I replied and said, hey, Elena, could I have a different color sweater? I'm trying to stay away from black. And we had talked about this, but you forget. And she's like, oh, of course, I knew that. I'm sorry. And so she offered this wrap sweater, which I just absolutely love. In fact, I love wrap pieces. And if you're like me and sometimes they come down just a little too low, I'm actually going to work on a blog post about how to make the wrap pieces work and be more modest. And this, it's like a bra. It's almost like a sports bra, but it has this design in the front. I think this is a great way to take away from the sweater seeming too low. It covers. And then also just easily a cami. And with this sweater, I'm going to actually turn it around. I'm not going to do it for you today, but you can see the back is just basically a crew neck. And you can't see the label from the back. So I'm going to actually wear this backwards, and then it'll be more covered up front. So I can't wait to showcase all those kinds of ideas. Now, I could also wear this over a dress and, of course, a t-shirt or something like that. But it really would be a nice topper for a dress, too. But on to my last fashion box. Let me show you. I asked for some skirts. I was actually looking more for some solid colored skirts because I noticed when I'm going through my closet, I have a ton of print skirts. And not that that's bad, but I also have a ton of print tops. And I do like print mixing, but sometimes it's harder. So I was hoping I could get some solid colored skirts. However, she sent me this elephant print, and I just fell in love with it, especially because I just bought a kind of orangish coral top that's going to go perfect with this. And this is perfect for Arizona. It's lightweight, but it also has a slip. So while it is lightweight, it's still modest. It's not too sheer. And then it's whimsical. And I have become more whimsical in my old age. I used to be, I'm actually a retired cosmetic dentist. So I used to be very serious. Dentistry is not it's not what most people love. And so I heard a lot of, I hate going to the dentist. And so I felt like I had to be very serious and try to help these people that weren't enjoying the experience. And now that I'm retired, I have learned that it's more fun to embrace my inner child. And so that's what I'm doing. So that's why I just love these more whimsical prints like the cherries and the elephants. And finding these at the stores is not always easy. So that's exactly why I'm loving Fashom. Now, my last piece is a pair of joggers. And I have to laugh because in 100 years, I never thought I'd want and wear joggers. But I'm retired. And so life has certainly gotten a little more casual. And so actually I had asked for joggers that are a little more dressy, that aren't maybe a sweatshirt kind of material. And Elena responded. And what I like is when she responds, she's saying she read what I said, but this is what she had and is thinking. And she said she didn't have any that were like a silkier material or something like that. But she did find some with this band at the top. The waistband is leopard print. And the fact that these are black they don't look as casual. I know 100% I can dress these up. And if I don't want the leopard waistband to show, it'll be easy to wear a shirt that covers it. But they are still joggers. They have uh, the bottom is, gosh, I don't even know what you call that. Comes in at your ankle. But I could wear these with heels very easily, even my high heel boots, and they will look just like a great black pants that you can wear for anything. So that's why I have been extremely happy with Fashom. I really truly think it's just been a smart thing because it's very budget oriented. I've requested everything basically under $50. And while I can't remember, I think the jumpsuit was just a little over 50. If you buy 3 or 4 pieces, you get a 25% discount. If you buy all 5 pieces, you get a 30% discount. So then it definitely brings it down to usually $20 to $30, depending on what you're getting. And so that to me is such a great deal, especially with the convenience. So, and then once you start using it and loving it, share your code with others. Like I've shared my code here in the text there, because your first Fashom box, the styling fee is waived. So basically, coming to you, the styling is free. All you have to pay for is any items you want to keep, but you're given, if you use my code, you're given a $10 credit. So whatever you buy is going to even be $10 off. I get a $10 credit too, so thank you, because then I can get some more and show you some of the more great things they have. But then you start sharing it with your friends, your code, and same thing, you get that $10 credit. So it's a win-win for everyone, and I think you're going to love it as much as I do. So thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you later.